Democrats are in disarray today as their anointed one is under intense pressure to resign.
And if he doesn't resign, do you believe he should be impeached and removed from office?
Let's take one thing at a time here. I think he should resign.
Or get impeached. The list is growing of Democrat politicians who are demanding New York Governor Andrew "the Creep" Cuomo resign. Alongside the self-declared leader of the Democrat Party, President Biden himself, both U.S. senators from New York, Speaker Pelosi, all the surrounding states' governors, all demanding they want the television screens from yesterday to stop having Governor Cuomo get out of that governor's mansion now, or be dragged out, kicking and screaming. A defiant Governor Cuomo. Funny thing about TV, though, it cuts both ways. TV, he was all over TV yesterday. Remember when he shared this moment yesterday? Take a listen.
You know, I've seen you referred to a little bit recently as the love gov, and I'm wondering if that's bleeding into your demeanor at all, making you a little soft on the president.
I've always been a soft guy. I am the love gov. I'm a cool dude in a loose mood. You know that. I just say, let it go. Just go with the flow, baby.
Go with the flow, baby. Love gov. Those two were dancing creep to creep. In fact, Governor Cuomo appeared on CNN shows countless times since the pandemic.
This was the actual swab that was being used to fit up that double-barrel shotgun that you have mounted on the front of your pretty face.
Generally, these two clowns were all laughs, even as the governor was being investigated for his role in 5,000 nursing home deaths, at least, due to his insane idea to send COVID carriers back into nursing homes where the virus spread faster than his disapproval ratings now. Even when 11 accusers came forward telling their stories of being sexually harassed by the governor, apparently the show must go on.
False. Do you think that you are an attractive person now because you're single and ready to mingle? Do you really think you are some desirable single person and that this is not just people's pain coming out of them?
The term sociopath is used to describe a person, often criminal, and who lacks a sense of moral responsibility or social conscience. Now think about that for a second. With 5,000 people dead because of his decisions, 11 women's lives were ruined, careers trashed because of you. And you go on TV, and you still go on TV and laugh it out. Yep, sociopathological. Both of these bros should be gone, guys, for that matter. Chris Cuomo, we just learned from reading the New York State Attorney General's report, was in the Governor Cuomo's crisis management team all along. Chris was developing a strategy for the governor. He may have even written his TV speech delivered yesterday. Now, take a short listen to a soundbite from that speech.
And for those who are using this moment to score political points or seek publicity or personal gain, I say they actually discredit the legitimate sexual harassment victims that the law was designed to protect.
He just blamed his victims for his actions. They need motives. These defenseless young girls had motives for being sexually harassed by your creepy old butt. That's like a girl saying the girl who got raped deserved it for wearing that dress. And Chris Cuomo was on that team, maybe writing that garbage. Wow. So the way I read this, CNN has a big decision to make. What do you do when one of your anchors condones and maybe even writes a speech that essentially blames the victims of sexual harassment for his predator brother's alleged crimes? Do you stand behind that, CNN? Well, that wouldn't be very woke of you. Do you do nothing? If you do, you're total hypocrites. And the world, especially your wokester audience, knows you're full of it. Or do you do the right thing, the journalistically correct thing to do, and the Cuomo show gotta go? Don't worry about Chrissy Poo. He'll likely have his brother to keep him company in the Hamptons this summer. And a heads up to single ladies in New York, you may want to try the Florida Keys this summer. Looks like a safer bet. All right, joining us now to talk the governor's woes, Congressman from New York, Lee Zeldin. He is running for governor, and he wants to know if the New York Attorney General will now pursue criminal charges against the Love Gov. Congressman, thank you so much for joining us. So it's breaking as we speak. We put a list of people, Democrats, who are pushing back on Governor Cuomo, asking him to resign. Now, it looks like there's going to be some investigations. What are you hearing? What do you know? What do you think?
Well, we're hearing of more county district attorneys launching investigations. We already knew, and the Attorney General yesterday referenced the Albany district attorney. Today, we learned that the Westchester district attorney, as well as the Nassau County district attorney, both seeking more information with regards to possible criminal acts that took place in their counties. So what was really interesting yesterday, wasn't lost on almost anyone, is that the Attorney General specifically stated that state and federal laws were broken. But repeatedly, the Attorney General said this was the end of it. They're not getting involved in the criminality aspect of it. She wasn't referring criminal charges to anybody else to prosecute. She wasn't going to seek to prosecute herself. That's unfortunate when you're giving out facts that seem to meet the elements of what is a Class A misdemeanor in New York State, for example, of forcible touching, which faces up to 1 year in prison, being listed on the sex offender registry. So for that victim who has the courage to speak out against the governor, whether you're a staffer, whether you're a state trooper, or others, it's quite unfortunate that this is left in the hands of local law enforcement. But some of these prosecutors, it seems like they may step up. Hopefully they do.
So I'm guessing you're not going to get booked on the Chris Cuomo television show on CNN, but what do you say for the past year and a half, the Cuomo show has been going on over at CNN. What should CNN do? What do you think?
This is an issue where you have somebody who's a host who can't cover the news of the day. This was the biggest issue yesterday. For many, this is the biggest issue today nationally. And for somebody who wants to tune into your network, and maybe it's the 9 o'clock hour that they get free, that they want to tune in and get caught up on the news, and you have hosts who can't talk about it because they're conflicted out, well, that's an issue. And CNN, when choosing the right programming, needs to account for that. And now that's one of the dangerous roads that CNN chose to go down by giving the governor all this extra attention, and for that hour especially. So for CNN, they have a big decision to make. But if you're running a network, it's important that no matter when your viewer can tune in, that they're able to get the news without this kind of conflict.
Yeah, I'm sure we don't have that over here at Newsmax. We got a great 9 o'clock show. All you viewers may want to stay on Newsmax through the end of the evening. Lee Zeldin, Congressman, we appreciate your time, and we're going to bring you back as this story continues to unfold down the road. Thank you for your time.
Forward to it. Take care.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, where real news for real people.